Wald Beasley match was such that
yeah,
so
that we didn't actually
game
get.
one wasn't even finished.
Yeah.
So Syndic of Tides
And Fortress Cyclops. That's a baddie. And there's a Leyline Phantom on the other side of the board.
we have a block and a trade. Syndic of Tides is so dangerous on turn 2.
Yeah, you want to get rid of that Fortress Cyclops if you can. It's a 6/3 attacking. It's a 3/6 on defense.
There is a big bad
Dinrova. Yeah. Dinrova Horror.
It looks like Melissa held a land so that she could keep her Syndic. It's
That
very
is.
tight. Ooh.
And there's a Sunhome Guildmage.
She taps like all 3, and she's like, there will be an Extort.
Yeah.
Oh, John's down to 4? Yeah, this game is
he's in
probably
trouble
not
right
going to be
now.
very much longer. Look,
What is it saying? I see a Totally Lost, and I think does he have another Leyline Phantom? I didn't get a good look, but
Well,
I know.
isn't
Pretty sure he has Totally Lost.
Isn't the Guildmage just... She can just grind this game now, right?
he's down to 3?
Yeah.
I mean,
He's not in a good position.
I think she should just probably do nothing, right? Like, either like if she's got like a good grind with the Syndic, or just start generating an advantage with the Guildmage.
Right.
So
I mean, So we have a Cloudfin Raptor, which is just chump blocker at this point.
because like she doesn't have a lethal attack, right? Like he can just double block and then she'll lose one more guys.
If he can't double block here because she'll pump both of her
No.
creatures.
She'll
into
block one of each.
Oh yeah. You said double block.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So she'll block. He'll block with both, killing one.
Yes.
She keeps one, and then like there's no advantage generated. She should just like wait a turn, make some guys right, and then
How much mana does she have?
7.
She can. Does she have double? She has double red, double white, right? Yeah. So she could activate the. I mean, I don't know how good it would be, but she could make a soldier and pump it. It would be a 2/1 haste, but that would still only get her.
I think
still only get him to 1. It's not really worth it.
she should just generate a little critical mass here.
So John actually uses Totally Lost on his own Dinrova Horror, which is interesting play.
Nice
Puts it on
play.
top, draws it, replays it, and
makes
gets
her recoil the Guildmage. Excellent play.
Yeah, gets rid of the Guildmage, puts it in her hand, and then she has to discard. That was her last card, or her only card. She discards it. She does get a 1 activation, makes a soldier, obviously, before
Really
the Sunhome Guildmage goes away. Yeah, I never really thought about using Totally Lost on myself, but when you're in this situation, it works.
Oh.
She's like, nice play. How do you like a Boros
right?
Reckoner?
Like, either just kill this immediately or he's dead, right? No, it doesn't matter what happens. Just attack. Wait, did she drain him as well? We should put him
She
at 2.
did drain him. He should be at 2.
And then like she just attacks with the Reckoner, right? And then
He can't do anything about it. I
the
mean,
damage will splash some way or another.
I don't know what card. He's got 1 card in hand, I think, under his left fist there.
Got to be a non-damage dealing creature removal spell.
She has no cards in hand, so that Reckoner right off
needs
the
cards
top.
in hand if you've got Reckoner and Syndic.
Cards in hand don't matter when you've won the game.
What do we got? And it's a land.
Yes, that Raptor did in fact evolve off of the replay of the Dinrova Horror. Attack with Reckoner. What can you do? So
Yes.
block.
Oh, block
Can he
with the
smite? Does he? He doesn't have white mana. Never mind. I'm like, wait a second. What can he?
Well, then I'll
he
nug
do
for
here?
1, right?
Yeah. It's actually unfortunate that it evolved. He would have loved to just not take that one. I don't think it would have made a difference in the end. So Melissa DeTora with game 1 over John Cuvelier.
Boros sticks or Borzov.
Right.
In this case, seem very, very powerful and aggressive.
What's Melissa got that's super exciting in her deck?
Boros Reckoner. Sunhome
That's a good one.
Guildmage.
She's got double Syndicate ties. That guy's sweet. She's playing 1 of 2 Night Watches.
She's got a Wojak Halberdiers. She's got
Boros Keyrune.
yeah, arguably the worst key rune, but still playable. She's got a Sky Knight Legionnaire, a Sunhome Guildmage, the Wojak Halberdiers.
I really like Gift of Orzhova.
Yeah. It's a sweet one. She's got 1,000 lashes in here. I love
that
that
must
card.
be her black splash, right?
Yeah, it looks like she's splashing for 1,000 lashes and Gift of Orzhova. Well, she doesn't need the
She
black.
doesn't need
but,
to just play it with white mana.
all right, but she can use the black. She's got 2 copies of Martial Glory, which is nice.
I mean, I'd be tempted to just like not play the 1,000 lashes, just like run like the second Night Watch maybe. Is that crazy? It's not a
No,
consistent
I don't think it's
splash,
necessarily
is it?
crazy, but I think 1,000 lashes.
Oh.
Like, does she have?
She's got a Goblin's Shrine and an Orzhov Guildgate. Yeah, it's
So
probably
it's
solo
not.
cost.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that high risk,
But
to
she's
just
not
splash.
She's not playing Prophetic Prism. I think that's unusual.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it may have been just the 24th card or something, the 23rd, 24th card where you just didn't. How many lines did she play? Just didn't make the cut. She's got 1 Madcap skills, a massive raid, Hellraiser Goblin.
It's got mad skills.
Yeah. 1 Bomber Core, which I haven't seen that get going yet, but I think you guys.
I really
seen
like
it.
Bomber Core.
Bomber Core, Bomberman. How about Biovisionary? That card can win you the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys saw on.
It's possible.
It is possible. If you guys saw Kibler's draft, he was drafting Gate Crash, obviously, in his article, I think, on Friday, and he drafted a Biovisionary, and he had Stolen Identity, and at one point he had Biovisionary in play and a Stolen Identity in hand, and he was like, man, if he could just get the 6 mana and play the, play the Stolen Identity, get in with, encode it on the Biovisionary, or anything really, do some damage. He could have just won the game with the Stolen Identity Biovisionary combo. It was so far-fetched.
I think that
it would have been awesome if it
I
happened.
love Biovisionary because it's just like this crazy scheme to sell cards. Like it's a rare, right?
Right, and it's like, I need to get
And you
4
need
of
to
it.
own 4. Like I just think it's this insane aesthetic.
I don't know, somebody's going to break it with like 1 Biovisionary and like 12 clones or something.
You think it's like gonna be like Stoneforge Mystic, like
Somebody's going to be like Green Sun Zenith. It's going to be in Legacy, right? So Green Sun, because they can't play Green Sun Zenith in Modern. Zenith up, Biovisionary, Phantasmal Image, something. And that sounds awful. Okay, that's going to happen in Commander with, Phantasmal Image. Yeah, Biovisionary in Commander. How do you like that?
I don't like it.
You can only run 1.
I don't
and
like
then you
it
have
at
like
all.
all the clones.
How about Domri Rad in Commander? Do you like
There's
that?
Commander players that are, I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one that thought of that, just off the top of my head.
I mean, but you can't even play multiple copies of the
Well,
clones
that's the
you
thing.
want.
You play Biovisionary, you play Phantasmal Image, you play Clone, you
Evil
play
Twin.
Evil Twin, you play Phyrexian
Who's your
Metamorph.
general?
You, I don't know. Mumir Vig. You have to play green. You have Green Sun Zenith. You just search for the Biovisionary, and then you.
I understand how it works.
Yeah.
I still think it's a
still
ludicrous
awful.
idea. I like Burning Tree Emissary. How do you feel about
That's a
that
pretty
guy?
good card.
All right, John Cuvelier, Swamp, Melissa DeTora answers with a black-white dual land. I believe that's the Guildgate. Is that correct?
Yes, the Orzhov Guildgate. That's how you're supposed to pronounce it? The
Orzhov.
Orzhov, I think.
So we have dueling extorters.
Yes, Basilica Screecher on John's side, and Melissa has a Syndic of Tides. I think I like the Syndic better, although the Screecher certainly has the ability to get in for quite a bit with the
So
as an evasive creature. Gutter Skulk there, I think, for John.
it's just a bear.
It's just a bear, but it's a
Just
rat.
a bear.
It's a skulk.
So I mean, he's now matching her with 2/2 for 2 power.
Mm-hmm. He did get the extort there, I believe.
Bomber Core and Drain. Oh, I like so each player's got a 1/2 for 2 and a 2/2 for 2, and 1 extorter. I like Melissa's better than John's.
I do as well, yeah.
It's not like she's dominating him, right? But I like hers better.
She has Sky Knight Legionnaire, so she could theoretically trigger Battalion next turn if she has the Legionnaire.
But it's not that good because John doesn't have a 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, well, he has a 1 now.
And
Call of the Nightwing encoded on the Basilica Screecher, and things could get out of hand
I mean,
really
this
quick.
could be Game Boys
That's
pretty
like-
quick. Like
yeah.
that card is insane.
So he's already got
She's
2
got the Legionnaire in
horrors.
hand, right? But there's not even a clean attack.
No, I didn't see the Legionnaire. I just know she has it. Now I saw it. She does have the Legionnaire.
She could just play the Legionnaire to hold off
Sure.
Basilica Screecher.
I think
right?
that's a better play than attacking.
Yeah, you think? Why don't I just hurl my guys into these random tokens?
Right on.
Well, actually, let's say she attacks with all. Bomber Core takes out
Takes
one
out
of
one of them.
Yeah,
Right. It's not
but she doesn't want to trade Syndic with the Rat.
exactly. So she's just gone ahead and play the Legionnaire, extort, and I think she just doesn't attack here.
Yeah, I think that's right. She needs like a little bit more advantage next turn. The problem is if John is removed for the Legionnaire, he's gonna get further and further ahead.
He does. Lord of the Void. It's like the new Lord of the Pit. It's 7/7. Let me just press the wrong button.
Okay, so he's gonna rumble with the Rat.
There he is. Lord of the Void, 7/7 for 7, flying. When he deals combat damage to a player, exile the top 7 cards of that player's library, then put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. So he's a few lands away from that.
So John's rumbled in with the Rat. No trade from Melissa, which is pretty predictable.
Sure.
And then John followed up with Duskmantle Guildmage.
Yes.
And a Drain. It's very powerful, obviously. So Melissa's now tapping out for
Nav Squad Commando.
big battalion guy.
Yeah, 3/5 battalion.
A wall. In
Yeah,
this case.
it gets, well, in this case it's a wall, yeah. When it has battalion, it gets +1/+1 and untaps.
This is tough. Like, because Melissa's going to rely on Skyknight Legionnaire to hold off any future Cypher, right? So, is she going to be able to attack anytime soon? She doesn't want to risk Syndic either, right?
Right.
It's going to be a standoff. In a
certainly could be.
standoff, John's got an active Guild Mage. So, I mean, could he potentially mill her out?
There's clinging in enemies with the extort. So draining Melissa yet again. Yeah, he passes the turn, no attacks.
So clinging in enemies is actually like pretty strong against a Boros kind of low curve deck, right? So it doesn't attack, but it's a 1/4 and it has evolve. So it evolves one time. It actually starts outclassing
most of the Boros.
Most of the guys that Melissa's got in play already.
Yeah.
You could just eat a Bomber Core.
Yeah. So here's 6 mana.
Oh.
Ripscale Predator. That's the guy who's got mad skills already. He's 6/4, can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures.
It is just huge.
Yeah, I mean, he is 6'4". Remember Crawlworm?
We got like a 7/6 for 6 now.
Yeah, there he is. Oh, I'm sorry, he's a 6'5". I'm thinking 6'4". So
Can't
even
believe
bigger.
you. Ridiculous.
I'm
Don't
so
even know how
far
much
off.
toughness Ripscale Predator has. He looks pretty dangerous. What creature was just added to John's side?
Looks like the ogre. Oh no, it's not ogre Slumlord. It is. It's got a nice glare on it, so I'm having trouble. I'm looking at Melissa's deck. No wonder it's not thinking it's ogre Slumlord. It is ogre Slumlord. Okay, I was right. I just looked at the wrong deck.
These guys are pretty advantageous sometimes.
Yeah, puts rats into play whenever another non-token creature dies, and rats have death touch. So.
Yeah,
He's a 3/3.
I may or may not have lost my Boros Reckoner to one of the Death Plus drafts in the draft earlier this week.
There
it's
he
like,
is.
oh, whatever. Just kill the thing and like, oh wait, I didn't give it first strike. This is the worst. It was labeled Death Touch right there. Moto didn't trick me.
Yeah.
I just wasn't paying attention.
So a Boros Keyroom from Melissa, and then a Wojak Halberdiers. She extorts on both. She uses the Keyroom immediately to get that extort. So Wojak Halberdiers, yeah, I arguably constructed playable if you like that sort of thing. But I mean, a 3/2 for 2 is already good, right?
I think that's true. I don't think in standard that guy is
three-
going to cut the mustard right this second, but
Sure. I mean, I just said arguably.
that's
why
a
I
good
said
argument, honestly.
arguably.
Like, I think he is pretty dangerous. I'd be scared of him. Like,
He obviously needs the support of
start off with a
his
1/1
Boros
battalion.
guildmates.
and then like you have like an active treason or a Sky Knight Legionnaire on turn 3. Like, it's a bazillion damage. It's like 8 damage on turn 3. There are other hasters you could play.
Sure.
There's no reason you couldn't Dragon. Yeah, I'm down.
There you go.
Let's go Wojak.
So John milling with Duskmantle Guildmage.
And oh, look what he got.
Ooh, he hit Melissa's Reckoner.
It's like, that's a $30 card. Don't mill it.
Hopefully nobody spills Coke on it.
What did you obtain your Reckoners at?
I don't have any Reckoners.
You don't have any Reckoners?
I didn't get Reckoners.
Oh, I got them immediately.
I should have.
I mean, like they were 10, and then I was like, I wasn't fast enough, so I got them at 15.
Yeah.
But they're like up to 30
They're
now,
like
right?
30
They're
now,
like,
yeah. And so now I'm like not playing Reckoner until they drop, or
but they're
never.
not gonna drop. I think you should consider. I don't think they're gonna drop while they're in standard.
So Death's Approach takes out the Sky Knight Legionnaire.
So the most important thing's happening is we're gonna have Cypher.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get in with the Basilicus creature, which has Call of the Nightwing encoded on it, and so he's getting in with the Screecher and one Horror, and of course another Horror going to come down.
The amount of damage being done, not really the proximate thing that's.
Yeah, it's amazing because all those creatures on Melissa's side, and he takes out one 2/2 flyer, and it's like kind of changes the game.
Defense is collapsed, right?
Yeah.
John can start attacking with multiple token creatures.
Yeah, and then he's going to. I think he's set up pretty well now. I mean, Melissa needs to deal with the Screecher somehow, because otherwise it's just going to keep making more guys.
What has she got to deal with it, actually? I mean, what does she have in terms of removal? Aerial maneuver?
Yeah, it's like 1,000 lashes. Like
1,000. I mean,
it's not.
It'll keep it off of her.
Sure.
But I mean, it doesn't deal with the horrors that have already been created.
Right. Well, at least then she can start like maybe taking them out with Bomber Core. But
Massive Raid.
Yeah, Massive Raid can do it. So she's getting in here. She's attacking with the Wojak Halberdiers and the Ripscale Predator.
But the Halberdiers is not
first strike, no battalion here. So Ripscale Predator has to be blocked by 2 creatures. Looks like Skulk and Horror are getting in front of it, and the Anemones are getting in front of the Halberdiers. So it looks like Predator's going to take out the Skulk and the Horror. But the Halberdiers and the Anemones are just bouncing off each other.
Isn't this going to set up the Ogre Skull?
Yes, it is. He's going to get 1 rat out of it. Because he's going to lose his Skulk and then get a rat. He's basically downgraded the rat. It's a 1/1 with Death Touch, bro. Yeah, 1 with Death Touch instead of a 2/2. So they're not necessarily downgraded. All right, so Melissa's going to make sure he gets another rat, but she's
combat trick.
Yeah, Martial Glory there. And I believe she extorted as well. Yeah, Martial Glory gets target creature gets +3/+0 and other.
And she's indicating that she was pumping her creatures rather than his.
Yes. I believe both of those pumps went to the Halberdiers. Yeah. Was that Anemones? Did that have an evolve? Like it didn't,
I don't believe it had been
did.
evolved. I think she's just getting it big enough.
Yeah, she just wanted to take out the Anemones, so she traded the Martial Glory for the Anemones, which is reasonable considering that how strong that card is. Just
holding
as
off
a
against
wall,
these little guys.
So he does get the 2 rats there because 2 non-creature tokens or non-token creatures died, and so 2 rats, both with Death Touch.
Actually, I think that really improved Melissa's position quite a bit. But I mean, the Death Touch rats are actually really deterring
any ground
attack. And
she has nothing else other than ground attack at this point.
The flyers are. Yeah, never mind. I guess it did help.
Actually,
there's just this inevitability coming from the Cypher card.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's draining with the
every
Extort.
Cypher. Yeah. Every time that Cypher triggers. He casts Call of the Nightwing without paying the mana cost, pays 1, gets Extort off of it. So he definitely has some.
What do you call this? That's grind, right?
Yeah, Balustrade Spy there is going to grind her. So reveal, basically mill them until they reveal a land. I don't think that was very many until she hit that mountain. That may have been the top card. I didn't catch it, but she's scooping them up. So
game 3.
John takes game 2, and this is a pretty cool matchup here. Two very different decks.
John's deck's like a little engine that game.
Yeah, Call of the Nightwing. I like it.
What has she got that she can bring in to deal with?
Who's a Nightwing villain?
A Nightwing villain?
Yeah, who's a Nightwing villain? I mean, that's who she needs.
I mean, like Two-Face is the quintessential Robin.
Okay, so Dick Grayson.
Yeah, Dick Grayson, Robin.
Yeah, so
like,
Melissa needs Two-Face then, and to fight off against Call of the Nightwing.
I'm trying to think, like, who does Nightwing not like?
Right.
Trigon. I don't know. This is a really good question.
He had a Batman theme deck there. Call of the Nightwing, Basilica Screecher.
He's got the bats, sure.
He's got the bats, the horrors. He's got rats in there. I don't know. They don't really fit with Batman. I mean, flying rat kind of.
Batman doesn't like rats. Yeah.
Where does he get these wonderful toys?
So Melissa, I mean, what do you think about bringing in active treason? Is that possibly good enough?
I don't know. He doesn't have anything really that big to steal, but then again, it may be just the battalion, right? And then like just get a like a huge battalion.
Do something terrible to it. Like I don't know. She doesn't have like a sack outlet or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, could she?
High Priest of Penance, maybe. Just kind of get into a spot. No, it's not ever going to happen, right?
I'm not sure.
How about, what do you think about, she's already got black, what if she just sides in Kingpin's Pentagram?
She could do that, I can see that.
I mean, I don't love it,
but he had so many 1/1 flyers in that game. I mean, then again, this next game could just go completely different. Because he had so many 1/1 flyers because of 2 cards. Well, mainly Call of the Nightwing, but he had it on Basilica Screecher. So he doesn't draw the Call of the Nightwing, and it's a completely different... He's playing a completely different game.
She could just get a fast beat. But like those games are so different, you know. Like game 1, it didn't even look like John had any permanents in play, and then in game 2, it was just utterly commanding from the beginning of the game.
Right. I mean, as far as like looking at his threats, he does have a couple of copies of Cloudfin Raptor, and she did see at least one. So yeah, that's something that could go for the the Kingpin's pet plan, just to get in the way. It's not great still, but
just like random black flyers.
Yeah, he's just got that 1 Screecher, 1 Call of the Nightwing.
She's not gonna side in like Basilica Screecher. I think she's probably just got to be like, I'm going to play my A game.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't get screwed by Cypher plus an evasion creature again.
He's got a nice like mill sub-theme kind of thing. He is Dimir, which is sort of, if you're Dimir, you probably have the mill sub-theme kind of thing going on. But he has...
Disassembled her with 2 cards, that's the thing, right? Like,
sure, yeah.
kill the Sky Knight Legionnaire, end your life.
He's got the Balustrade Spy, which we saw. He's got he's got Death's Approach, which can take advantage of the milled cards.
All right,
so we're
let's
gonna
start it off. Is that a Orzhov Guild Gate?
That's a Godless Shrine.
Either way.
Yeah, same difference in this case. I think she played it tap. So, and
she got Jack.
Daring Skyjack.
Yep. You don't know Jack.
I don't. Frilled Oculus. It just sounds delicious. Sounds like calamari to me every time. I think I see frilled octopus. I think grilled octopus, calamari. Suddenly I'm hungry.
That guy's like a vanilla in John's deck, right?
Yeah, I don't know. he has islands and swamps and a guild gate. He literally has no green source. So
Van Dilly.
I'm looking. He doesn't have. He has prophetic. No, he doesn't play prophetic prism. Never mind.
So
There
Melissa
you
follows
go.
up with Warmind Infantry.
Frilled Oculus, you are delicious. So yeah. Duskmantle Seer. So this is the mill sub-theme I was talking about. He's got the Duskmantle Seer. He's got Undercity Informer in here. So he can kind of take advantage of that.
Melissa
I mean,
rumbling with her 3-1 and 2-3.
God forbid he ever connects with Lord of the Void.
What do you think? John's probably going to trade his grilled octopus
Yes.
with. You think you should trade it with Jack?
Yeah, I think I traded
that's
this guy.
fine.
Yeah, then do that.
It's like 3 against 2. Oh no.
She's gonna Martial Glory it here,
that's a murder,
and
right?
yeah, so she's gonna pump the front of the Warmind infantry and the back of the Skyjack. So
Wow.
nice little blowout there.
I would have made the same play, and I just got to blown out the exact same way. And I'm sure Melissa's thinking right now, I really wish that I'd grinded him with an extort too.
If only I had the Syndic of Tides out earlier.
What do we got here?
Clinging in enemies.
Oh.
So that's again gonna put a
That's a
stop to
blocker.
things. I still don't
Not
mind
yet.
that play from John at this point. Like,
She can rumble with all 3. Jack gets flying, right?
Right.
It can't block Jack. It'll block one of the 2X's.
sure. It'll most likely block the Syndic,
I don't know.
I think.
Is John going to trade Syndic with... I mean, I think most probably fine trading Syndic with Duskmantle Seer, even if she doesn't have a trick. I mean, those are both powerful 2 drops. I mean, that's the extent of John's options here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Trade or no. I think he probably is valuing
I think he probably
the
wants to
Guild
keep
Mage
that.
more than she's valuing.
Yeah, I keep
the
calling it
Syndic.
Duskmantle Seer. It's
Yeah,
Duskmantle Guild
Duskmantle Guild
Mage.
Mage.
Sorry
you
if
get me
I.
to say it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. Duskmantle Guild Mage. You can see which card that I'm excited to play. Duskmantle Seer seems so cool. But yeah, Duskmantle Guild Mage. Sorry, guys. I would think he'd want to keep that around, but you know, maybe he is willing to trade it with the Syndic of Tides. I guess the Syndic is technically better. Like it's a good trade for him.
I mean,
He's
I don't
gotta
think
worry
it's
about
clear that it's
Marshall.
better, but I mean, he might get blown out by a combat trick.
Exactly, that's the scary thing. I mean, he's already seen one Martial Glory, so you know what are the chances she has another? So he does block there,
Yeah.
and so he does the trade. Does make the
He
trade.
just needs to play a replacement guy to keep Jack in the sky, keeping it above that defender.
Yeah.
And
So
then
Nav Squad Commandos comes down, so that'll.
he's big enough also to survive, and he's going to untap, etc. So Melissa looks like she's got really good tempo this game. John, has he got all swamps and then 1 gate? Is that what it looks like?
Yeah, it looks that way. In fact, that looks like a Cavern of Souls, but it's not. That's what it looks like to me.
So what do we got here?
Oh, totally lost. Okay, so I thought John was in pretty deep trouble with that Commandos hitting play. So having totally lost to make her recast it, pretty nice
That guy's
defensive
totally
measure.
lost.
Yeah, because he was going to be a 4/6, and that was going to take out her John's enemies if he chose to block. As was the Warmind infantry. So now just the infantry by itself and a fight. So infantry actually takes out the enemies with the help of a pit fight. Yeah. So an enemy's blocks and then pit fight, and now John's side of the board is clear.
It's lowly 1 power, not enough for the.
No, it's not
3
enough to fight.
toughnesses.
Corpse Blockade from John. He's got a lot of defenders in this deck. I think that's what he wants. He wants to go long. So on board, Corpse Blockade on John's side. Melissa has Warmind, Infantry, and Daring Skyjack, so no battalion happening without a haste creature this turn. But Melissa taps 5, plays the Nav Squad Commandos, which we knew she had.
Same fellow
Yeah.
prior to getting totally lost.
He got totally lost, but she found him. He found his way out of the library. So I guess he wasn't totally lost.
He was just like he took a wrong turn
temporarily
for one turn.
lost. Right. I think that'd be more.
Actually, kind of like a flavor fail, right?
Yeah,
Just
I
like
think temporarily lost. I just think that's
mild inconvenience is really what that card is.
Wrong turn, had to ask for direction. So there's the combo. Basilica Screecher with Call of the Nightwing, and if Melissa does not have an answer for that Screecher, she may be facing a similar board as last game.
I mean, this time John's down to 8.
Oh, let me look at this again.
He's extorting at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, can't Jack jump during defense instead? Can he just stay flying?
What if I block with 3 creatures? Because the battalion's trigger then. Can I get that?
Maybe she's... So, what happens if Melissa rumbles, right? She rumbles, he's going to put the token in front of Jack, right? Which is bad.
She's apparently got a question here. So
maybe she's
got
like,
active treason. She's got active treason. She's asking if she can grab it, and if she gets the token, which she should. Yeah. It's active.
Yeah, so she gets to use, she would get to use the cipher. I've actually had this situation come up on Moto, and she would also get to use extort.
Right, because she's casting.
Oh, but she doesn't have extort creature anymore. She traded her Syndic.
Yeah, so she's going to active treason, I imagine, or that's what the question was about anyway. Yep, here goes 3 mana, active treason your guy.
Yeah, so, but she would be able to extort on the
cipher. Because she still
she controls the Screecher.
Yeah.
Exactly, she will be able to extort.
So she gets that guy. They'll set up battalion. She'll attack with all 3. In all likelihood, one of the ground guys will get blocked. Jack will get blocked. She'll get in for 3-ish. Extort and make a flyer. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess the question is he can chump block the Screecher with his horror and let her. He can't do that though. He's so low on life. So
he just ate the Screecher.
Did she just steal it and attack with that?
No, he ate the Screecher.
Oh, he ate it with the corpse blockade. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I mean, I think he had to do that.
Just to keep...
I forgot about the sacrifice outlet that he had there. I mean, it's right there, but I forgot. It's one of the best ways to deal with active treason.
So, corpse blockade has the ability to sacrifice a creature to gain death touch.
Exactly.
So, which also would have disincentivized any ground attack because that guy would have then been able to eat whatever creature he wanted to put in front of.
Wow. And Lord of the Void from John Cuvelier has... there it is, 7/7 for 7, flying.
Melissa's like, I really wish I sold that active treason.
Yeah, really. But she used it as a removal spell. She knew that what we were missing, or at least what I was missing about the corpse blockade. She's like, that guy's encoded.
It's clear that he's gonna do that.
Sure, but she's basically like, this is upside either way.
Sure.
If he does it, I was able to. Well, that's what I mean. Is like. She used it as either a removal spell or a pretty fancy combat.
It's super effective as a removal spell, right? Like, she got rid of an extort guy that had Cipher on it. Like,
that's what I mean.
2 good things to get rid of.
That was the answer she needed for the Call of the Nightwing Basilica Screecher combo. But now she's facing down a wholly different
an insane
threat.
bomb.
I'm sorry, an unholly different threat.
So she's tapping 6. She's got a monster. So John, if he can just send in the. She doesn't have a blocker, right?
No, he's gonna just connect with Lord of the Void, and that's gonna give him any creature out of her graveyard. I'm sorry, not out of her graveyard, out of the top 7. She's gonna get milled.
This is a epically bad situation for her, right?
Right, so here it is, connects for 7, and then it mills the top 7. They're exiled, and he gets to pick a creature and put it onto the battlefield. And his choice is Bomber Core. Oh, he's got Towering Thunderfist. Okay, I didn't see that quite away.
I feel like maybe people should construct with Lord of the Void. That's insane.
I mean, He's no Gristlebrand, but it is pretty sick. Yeah, he does. So he gets a
I love your He's no Gristlebrand.
He's no Gristlebrand. I don't know. When I think of giant, mono black finishers, I want a Gristlebrand.
Hard casting 8s are so reasonable.
Yeah. But then again, Gristlebrand costs 4 with Unburial Rites.
Fair enough. It costs like 2 in Legacy.
Yeah.
Josh played one against me in turn 1.
Yeah, Gristlebrand.
Yeah, that's all.
So Melissa, let's see, if she rumbles with everything, they're all getting blocked. And
yeah, in the meantime, he also got a Syndicate Enforcer on the board. The turn he attacked with the Lord of the Void. So, Ripscale Predator, Warmind Infantry gets the battalion, and Nat Squad Commandos also gets battalion. I'm sorry, that's not Nat Squad Commandos, the Daring Skyjack. So it's flying, it's getting blocked by a horror. The Syndicate Enforcer is getting in front of the Warmind Infantry, which is 4-3. So they're going to trade off, barring any combat tricks. And then the Towering Thunderfist and the Corpse Blockade are blocking the Ripscale Predator because it requires 2 blockers.
And so what's going to happen? So we're going to have Dead Jack. Going to bounce on the bottom right, and then Dead Giant. That was a pretty profitable block for John.
Yeah.
He took a couple damage there, didn't he?
No, I think he blocked everything.
He didn't block. That guy untaps.
Did he attack? I didn't realize it attacked. I'm sorry. I thought she just held it back, but she may have just declared the attack and untapped it.
I think that's what happened.
So yeah, he did take 4. So the Nat Squad Commandos hit him.
I mean, I guess she has to wait for whatever damage she can get in, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he is at 4. I don't know what she's going to do here. She just got hit by the Lord of the Void for a second time. She's down to... She has a very small window to deal with that Lord of the Void, and she doesn't. So Melissa DeTora falls to John Cuvelier and his Lord of the Void.
It really looked like Melissa was going to be ahead that game.
Well, she had a good start, but he was able to put up enough of a defense to find his end game. And the cool thing is he had 2 end games there. He's like, Basilica Screecher called the Nightwing. That was my end game last game. It's a heck of a combo, and then she dealt with that, and he said, "Oh, I'll just play this other guy, like 7/7 flyer."
It doesn't matter who starts the fight, right? It matters who finishes the fight.
Exactly.
In this case, that finisher was Lord of. He could have won like several different ways, like you said. Could have won with Cypher. Could have won with Extort.
Yeah.
Could have won with just smashing for 7.